I'm Kellie Kryscynski, second grade teacher at Washington Elementary School in Marysville, Michigan. And the lesson that I will be teaching is from our WriteWell Unit 3, Lesson 8, teaching the students how to show, not tell in their writing. And the resources they had available on their desks were their writing folders that have some different leads and words they can use to help them as far as vivid verbs and nouns and special adjectives. They also had an editing checklist that we came up with together. It's just a half sheet that they use their whiteboard markers to mark on. And they also have a sheet that has examples of a showing sentence versus a telling sentence. So boys and girls, we have been working really, really hard this year on revising and editing our writing, haven't we? Okay, what does that mean when I say I want you to revise and edit your paper? I want you to turn to the person next to you and whisper. When you hear revise and edit, what do you think that means? Oh, show me a level 1. It's okay. Go with Jackson. Okay, I'm just going to ask a few of you. I heard a lot of good discussion on what you think revising and editing means. What did you come up with, Xander?
We came up with, revising or editing is if you make a mistake, they cross it off and they write it out.
Okay, good. What are some mistakes that we would maybe looking for if we're doing some revising and editing? What do you think, Mason? Ooh, Mason, you're leading us right into what we're going to talk about today. So we're going to come back to show, don't tell and talk about what does that mean and give some examples of that. What are some other things that Xander said Mason started to touch on if we're looking at the actual writing? What are some things that we've really been focusing on this year?
If it makes sense.
If it makes sense, yep. What makes sense? What are some pieces that our stories have to have in them if we're writing a complete story? Yes. Okay, but I'm talking about content, what you're writing about. We need some type of lead, right, Madison? Some of them we've talked about are a 4W lead, a sound lead, a question lead. Yes, we need a good lead. What else do we need, Ava?
Show, don't tell.
And we're going to get into show, don't tell. That's our whole lesson today. We're going to review that because we're still having a bit of a hard time with that one. That's tricky. Thinking and feeling, which goes right along with our show, don't tell. What about when we get to that finally? What do I need after that? Kaylee. A big feeling ending. Now, if I write a big feeling ending, am I going to write, I feel so happy today? No, we don't want to hear the words I feel, do we? Okay, so let's talk about what Mason, right, or I hope. Let's talk about what Mason led us into. And that idea of show, don't tell. Sounds real good. We kind of can tell you what that means, right? What does that mean when I turn to your partner and tell them, what does show, don't tell mean? Good. I heard a lot of good discussion. I heard, well, yeah, you show, don't tell. Well, you're using the same words, right? Is that giving us a definition? No. What does that mean? Show, don't tell. Let's see if we can get an example without reading anything. Perfect. You can picture it in your mind. The whole point of show, don't tell. When you're reading a book, let me read you a story. And I'm going to have somebody, Tyler, come up here, please, into the front of the classroom. And I'm going to read this part, just this part of the story, what this person wrote, how they were feeling. And Tyler, I want you to act it out for me. Okay, what you think this person means. Here it goes. I was so happy to get a skateboard. Act that out. Is that easy to do?
No.
Tyler, if you got a skateboard and you were so happy, what would you do? Show me. Show me. Don't tell me. Show me. What else would you do? You can scream. It's okay. Do it. Okay, what else? Would you hug your mom and tell her she's the best mom ever? Okay. So, thank you, Tyler. You can sit down. Let's get, that's not easy to do. Okay, so Tyler, this author wrote, I was so happy when I got a skateboard. Happy means different to everybody, doesn't it? Tyler got up here and said he would run around, he would jump around, he would scream and yell, he would run and give his mom a hug. Oh, so here's what I want you to do. In your whisper voice, I want you to now describe what Tyler did. Instead of saying, I was so happy, describe what Tyler did. Go ahead. Oh, whisper voice. I heard some really good sentences here. So instead of saying, right, Jaden and Jackson, I was so happy to get a skateboard. That's kind of boring, right? Can we picture that in our head? Yeah, we don't want to read that. So what could we do? What, Jackson, tell me what Tyler did.
He started running around and then he started jumping and screaming.
Okay, so instead of saying, I was so happy to get a skateboard, when I opened up my present and saw it was a skateboard, I started running around, jumping everywhere, and screaming my head off. Could we add some dialogue in there? So Tyler's running around, screaming his head off, jumping all around. And Tyler, what did you say you would do? You would run over to your mom and yell? What, Christopher? You're the best mom ever. Okay, can we act that out? Ava, come up here. Okay, let's watch Ava. So we said Tyler, or she, was running around, screaming her head off, jumping up and down, and she ran over to her mom and yelled,
I love you.
Perfect. Okay, let's give her a hand. Okay, give me 5. Shh. Peyton. Voice, that means voices. So, get a piece of writing back that we've already worked on. So you want to say something about when I got home I put my skates on. Okay, explain, what was your body doing? What is it? I guess, what are you on? A water slide? Or a ride?
A roller coaster.
You and your partner should be sitting eek. Partner 1 will be the higher number person. Partner 2, you will close your eyes as partner 1 is reading you their show don't tells. And I want you to try and act out, girls. I want you to try and act out what they are saying to you. If you cannot act it out, then they did not do enough, and you need to help them with how can they make it so you can act out what they're saying. Do you understand what I want you to try? Now, this is something that could get very loud and crazy, so we need to stay at a level 1 so we don't have to move any clips, okay? Good. Ava, no, that's what I want to see. That was good. You can go over here. And Reagan's going to act that one out, and then we're going to see which one gives us a better idea in our head. All right. Go ahead, Ava. Go ahead.